Let's see. Shit, I kind of want to laugh at this Snow White trailer. I saw a piece of it online. I was like, this shit looks awful. Like, I was looking at this shit the other, like, I looked at it on Instagram, I think, like a little sneak peek, and this shit looks fucking awful. Like, everybody's saying this movie's gonna flop. Like, it got ratioed by like 100,000 dislikes versus like 50,000 likes. Got ratioed.
Oh well.
But let's see. It's only 2 minutes long. All right. So, if you guys don't know, Rachel Zegler is going to be the new Snow White. She's been running this campaign saying you make it seem like Disney's the devil or Snow White sucks. You know those hardcore feminists. That's pretty much what she's along the lines with. The new Snow White. Yeah. So they ran a campaign saying that this movie's not going to be like the original. She doesn't care about true love. I mean, yeah, like she's like, no, we shouldn't focus on her life. I'm like, that's the whole story right there. Like, why the fuck are you?
What the fuck are they focusing on?
Exactly. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's the story.
Yeah, like
you know,
bitch,
that's
ain't that the whole point of Snow White? What the fuck?
Exactly. And people were pissed off. They were like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? And she ran a whole smear campaign. Like, that movie is cursed. That movie is cursed. It's been cursed from the fucking beginning during the actor strike or the screen strike or whatever the fuck you call it. You know, she was out here talking shit like, I should be getting paid royalties for the movie for every hour I'm in this dress or for every hour it's streamed. I'm like, bitch, no, you don't. You signed a contract. You're getting paid for that. You know what I mean? Like, you wanted to be Snow White. You signed a contract, motherfucker. That's not how this works.
White.
Now, if you guys are doing a saga or a trilogy, which I know you guys aren't, that movie, I'm telling you, this movie's going to do horrible. It's going to do horrible. This is not even a movie you want to hate watch because the people on there are just insufferable. Like, that girl's so insufferable in the movie, like, you don't even want to watch it. That's how bad this shit is. But anyways, let me go ahead and press play so we can get through this. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Ugh. My bad. I don't like I don't watch girl movies, and I catch myself cringing. But this shit, I'm like cringing extra hard, just because I know the whole lore behind this shit. Ugh. 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 Are you watching this?
I can't see anything, bro.
Oh my! Did I not share the screen?
No, what the fuck? I'll be waiting.
Oh my gosh! What the fuck?
I was wondering. I was like,
My bad.
a little awkward.
Hey, you got to speak up, big homie. Shit, I'm over
I
here.
you taking your time or some shit. I didn't know what you were doing.
Oh my goodness, my bad. I feel like an asshole now. My bad. I feel like an asshole. My bad. We'll start it over again. Oh my goodness. And just know that you're gonna be cringing through this fucking movie. You're probably gonna be cringing. This shit's nothing but cringy. Cringe fest. All right, all right, all right. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I bet. All right, now let's get this party started.
This
That's
was my father's
Rachel
kingdom.
Zegler.
A place of fairness. But the queen changed everything.
Take him away!
Your Majesty,
What did you say?
the people need some kindness.
You know, I really don't remember you being this
That's what you think?
opinion.
You said what?
Which one, Rachel? The daughter?
Yeah, Snow White.
Okay.
So that's Wonder Woman. That's what's her name? Gal something. The doe. This girl's Rachel Zegler.
Okay.
I think she's like Puerto Rican and half white, half Puerto Rican, which is it's funny as fuck. Like Disney be doing this thing where they fucking race swap everybody, and the shit just turns out awful. And I'm telling you, this shit's gonna turn out awful. I'm like, I can almost like guarantee this shit's gonna be awful. But anyways, let's keep this shit going.
The people need some kindness.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated. Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
Man, the CGI is horrible.
Majesty. A lovely maiden I now behold.
I look
That shit
at
is
you,
awful.
and I just want to be the best of them all.
Ugh.
The queen is evil. You must flee into the woods.
Oh, it's coming this March.
My parents always said this forest was a
Hey,
magical.
guess how much money it took to make this movie?
Probably like 800,000.
You would think so, because how shitty the CGI and everything is. It's kind of okay here, but the majority of the movie, like CGI is horrible.
Yeah, well, it's not that bad.
It's not bad on this part, but the rest of the movie is like, ugh. Like the majority of the movies in CGI, like there's no real fucking, like 80% of the movies behind CGI, which is crazy. But
Yeah.
nah, so the movie is looking like it's going to cost over $400 million.
Yeah, that's just inflation.
No, it's not even inflation. These are just up to real reshoots and shit like that. Not even inflation. These are just reshoots. They had to reshoot that movie so many times, redo the whole movie. Like, I don't even know how this movie's going to turn out because I think they changed the script like 3 or 4 times since Rachel Zegler's been going on her campaign, talking shit. She's been shitting on the original movie. And so, yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Place. Hello? Is there anybody here?
These are and so originally they cut out the dwarves. So instead of getting little people to do the roles, they turned them into CGI roles. And so, yeah, so instead of getting actual dwarves to do it, which dwarves were mad as fuck for not getting roles. They were mad as fuck. They all came out and said, why the fuck couldn't we get the roles? Because they didn't want to be offensive to dwarf people. But dwarf people wanted those jobs. That's how they work in Hollywood. Some of them.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, and they were mad as fuck. It was crazy. And so just and at first they called them bandits. So originally it was supposed to be the 7 bandits and 1 dwarf. They would have 1 dwarf and the rest of the people are big. Like they were gonna change this whole story up. Like they changed the script so many times. It was awful. But
well, I'm glad they kept it somewhat original.
Yeah, bro, but it's a shit show, dog. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. What the fuck is that? Look at this shit, dog.
What the fuck are those?
Look at this. Imagine seeing that walking up on you at night. You're gonna fucking want to punt him. You're gonna fucking kick him or something. That's like, That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, they look like one of them fucking nutcracker, like, I don't know. It don't even look like realistic.
Yeah, like look at this bullshit. Like the dwarves are like 30% of the original movie, and all we're gonna see is the dwarves like this is crazy. What the fuck? That shit's creepy.
It's a human.
What did you think I was?
Nothing. Ghost.
You'll be safe from the Queen here.
The Queen stole everything from all of us. I'm gonna need your help. It's time to restore our kingdom.
Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday, hoping somehow, some way, there comes a miracle.
You said what?
So the goal is for them to restore the kingdom?
I guess, dog. I don't even know. At this point, I don't know what the fuck they doing with this movie. They changed this movie so many times. Like, at first, so this is what the story was. It was going to be her restoring the kingdom in her father's name. And the prince wasn't going to save her. Like, there was this whole big campaign she was doing. Prince wasn't going to save her, which is a big part of the movie. She wasn't going to be, feminine. She was going to be the lead. I mean, she already was the lead character of the story, but now they're going to turn her into the modern day feminist, pretty much.
Raggedy bitch.
And so that's what they did. They changed it. And so they're trying, and she even talked shit about cutting the prince's part of the movie. She was like, maybe we'll cut his part too. It's Hollywood, baby. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he's like 20% of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I guess.
Snow White.
This is our kingdom, and now we're here to take it back.
You were saying.
I'm sorry, my dear. Did I frighten you?
First off, who takes a fucking apple like that? Apple from an old lady like that?
That look like that?
Yeah, I'll be like, oh yeah, got you. I'm gonna eat it when I go inside and you leave. I'm not gonna eat it in front of you, bitch. I know the game.
Turn around, you throw that at back.
I'm gonna throw it right at her. Shut up, bitch. Yeah, apple, bitch. I'm gonna be the most misogynistic person. be like, I know the game, bitch. You was trying to poison me. No, was it? Don't tell me, bitch. I used to pimp back in Austin. Matter of fact, I need me an old hoe. Hey, yo. Hey, all right. Let me calm down.
Bitch.
You raggedy bitch. But yeah, that's the trailer. I'm sorry. I was cringing too much throughout the whole trailer. It's awful. That shit is awful. Booty juice. I really hope this movie does horrible. I never pray on anybody's downfall, but this is one of those stories where I do. I'm praying on your downfall, Snow White. Oh my goodness! But what did you think about the trailer, though?
Honestly, I really don't get the concept of the movie. I mean, I'm still trying to remember what happened in the movie. I know she was supposed to be cleaning the house and fixing up the house for the doors and helping them doing shit, and which I kind of saw a little bit of.
Yeah.
But the whole take back the kingdom, nah, that was I don't remember that part.
Yeah, they were switching it up. I don't know, but I just couldn't help but cringe throughout the whole trailer. I'm just
whoever broke that little Puerto Rican girl's heart need to break her again.
Yeah, because I mean that motherfucker.
Maybe he didn't do it right. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think she had her heart broken before. Like honestly, I don't think she.
Okay, so maybe that's what you need.
Yeah, she needs to get used up. I don't think she's been used up enough. Some girls you gotta use them up to their full potential. Some girl, excuse me. Yeah, she's like one of those weird, awkward theater kids. You know those theater kids that fucking always sat at the back of lunch. You never saw them in high school. They always sat in the back of lunch or ate at the theater or whatever. Yeah, she's a theater kid, like those actor kids.
Nah, those theater kids were fucking popular. They wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know about popular, but I know they always talking shit every day. They're talking shit every fucking day, probably around there. So that's what we got here. I mean, I don't give two. Honestly, I never really gave a shit about Snow White. Now I definitely don't give a shit about Snow White. And so
I actually gave a shit about it because me and my kids watch a lot of shit. But
I'll probably care about it when I start popping chitlins out.
I really don't see the point of them trying to make it a fucking feminist move. Like, what's the point of doing that? Like, what's the point?
They're pandering to an audience that. Well, so this is really what's going on. These studio companies are we're not really being forced, but they usually get either extorted or they get told to by the board or the head of the board of the company to use DEI hires. And so you get all these people that are like activists, people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to the story itself. They're only trying to put a message into the story. And they hire all these activists and DEI hires. They don't really give a fuck about the story and they only care about putting their self-image onto the story itself versus just making a good movie and sticking to the source material. They go and put their own little twist on it that nobody wants to see, but they want to see it. So they're going to go ahead and force it down people's throat as much as they can, regardless of what other people feel like or whatnot. And they try to force DEI hires, and this is what like companies. This is one DEI company called Sweet Baby Inc., where they go to companies and say, "Hey, you need to start hiring more diversity hires, or we're gonna sue you for racial discrimination." Like that's how they do it. Like these DEI companies and shit like that, they force them, and so these companies are like, "Oh shit, we gotta play ball. If not, they're gonna say we're racist." And, you know, these companies don't want to fuck up their image, so they start hiring people that know nothing about the story, but only fill out check marks. They don't give two shits about the story. They only know what they know as activists. They don't give a fuck about the story. They put their own little twist on it that nobody wants to see. And then the story turns out to be dog shit.
All right.
And that's really all it is, man. I mean, this movie's gonna fail. I'm pretty sure this movie's gonna fail. I'm pretty sure. I mean, nobody's gonna see it. I'm telling you, nobody. Maybe a couple people that don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but movie's gonna fail, yo. Every time you try to put an agenda in the story that people are not trying to see, it's gonna fail every time, man. People will go to Disney to escape from the real world. Why are you trying to bring the real world to Disney? That was the magic of Disney. So